and welcome to Corner Office. I'm Dan Ginden alongside Mayor Vigeant. Mayor, how you doing?
Fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm great. Got a new year going, ready to go.
It's been a good couple weeks already. We're rolling right along.
Awesome. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's first start with the school superintendent search. How's that coming along?
It's going pretty well.
Yeah.
We hired a company to go out and actually find us a superintendent, as opposed to just putting out an ad and getting 200 resumes. He went through and interviewed a lot of people in the system, administrators, people from the public, the city council, myself, the current superintendent, to see the needs that we have in the system. Then he went out and started making phone calls as to people that would fit for what we're looking for to make the system even better than it is today. So we're starting the process with the 5 finalists. There's a group of 3 that will bring 3 finalists to the full committee, and I believe next week we start the interview process for those 3 finalists. So we're moving right along. Excited about it. It's a crucial decision that we have to make. Steve DeLotte's just done a fantastic job with us the last 6 months. I'm disappointed that he can't stick around for a while, but he's already retired, and this was a 1-year fill-in for him. So
But
really looking
has he really
forward to
made
it.
the difference this time around?
He's so easy to get along with. He's knowledgeable. He's experienced. You know, he seems to be putting things in place and getting things moving in the right direction. And it's really been a great 6 months. It's been a great learning experience for me working with him, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Now, I know Memorial Beach is something that you are very interested in doing something with, and there's a grant for that now. So what can we expect moving forward?
We got the design moving forward now. We're hoping to get this thing out to bid and get some activity down there before the fall. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. The council last year approved the bond. Mm-hmm. We were not successful in getting the grant last year. The council last year said, we'll approve the bond if the request for a grant is resubmitted. So I had people resubmit the grant this year, and we're very fortunate to receive $400,000 toward that project. So the entire area down at the parking lot, the hill, the beach itself, handicap accessibility. There's going to be a walking path around it, some basketball courts. It's really going to be, it's a project that's needed to take place for a long time. It's been some 40, 50 years since we've spent any money down there. So it's a well-needed project, and can't wait to get that started. Was
there a particular town that whoever was involved in this that went, that's what we want to be like? Was there a lot of visitation to other towns that had beaches like that?
There really was, and I think it started when we did the dedication to the for the beach to former Recreation Commissioner Lou Galoni. Mm-hmm. He was a director there forever and did a great job. And they had the dedication down there, and when I went down there, it was almost embarrassing that the condition it was in. And working with Bob Kays, he came to me and said, you know, there's a couple priorities I have, that's one of them. At that point I approached Mayor Stevens and asked her if we could move this along, and she agreed. And so it's taken a little longer, but we wanted to try see if give that grant a second shot, and we were very successful this year. So really looking forward to it. It's one where we have designs all laid out on it, and it's going to be an exciting project.
Excellent. Another exciting project, there's a skating rink down at Ward Park now, is that what I'm hearing?
You know, it's kind of funny, the little things in life that really have made a difference. When we took office back about a year ago now, one of the first things we did is get a Facebook page up and running, and that was one of those small things that really became a hit, and my aide Mike takes care of that. But another thing, about a year ago, actually over a year ago, Richard Tominick, one of the residents down there, the general manager for Embassy Suites, kind of started talking about having a skating rink down there at Ward Park. And Rob Seymour, Councilor Seymour, was the one that ran with it. Mm-hmm. He got the funding done last year. The skating rink sat in the box last year because we didn't have a long enough cold spell. Right. So that was okay. This year we got it going. We had a great weekend last weekend where we did it was kind of one of those soft openings, no big advertisement or anything, to make sure we get all the little kinks out of it. And people caught on real quick. The place was, there were a lot of people down there. There were a few down there on Saturday. There were a lot down there on Sunday. Obviously, we've hit this warm spell, so it's real mushy right now and closed down. But we'll be opening that back up again as soon as it gets cold again. Hopefully, working with youth football, we can get them to open up their snack shack and get the lights working at night. So we got a couple things we got to do, but really, it's just a nice passive activity that doesn't cost a lot of money, that people can get down there and enjoy themselves.
It's a nice community thing, just in general, to be able to have people driving by and seeing the lights out there and people enjoying their town.
No, we used to skate down on Maple Street, a little pond back there behind Monty's Mini Mart. There were times that we actually flooded tennis courts in the city. There was times we actually flooded the field, just the open field, once it freezes up and get some layers on it. But this is something where it's a nice skating rink. It's similar to the one they have over in Southborough. And if it gets good use this year and it works out well, who knows, maybe we have a second one next year. Keep one for hockey and maybe one for just public skating, because sometimes one bumps the other one off. So, but really excited, and want to thank Richard Tomanek and Rob Seymour for pushing this thing.
Excellent. Now, obviously, we're in a new year. What are you looking forward to in 2013? What would you like to see done in 2013 in Marlborough?
We've really got a lot of things started in the city last year, a lot of announcements, but it's important to make sure we follow through on those things. As you mentioned, Memorial Beach, we're moving forward on that. We've taken our first and second step toward a senior center, so we want to make sure we keep that on track and move that forward. We also have we're talking to the youth groups and people involved in our fields as to direction we can go to make sure all the youth groups have a home and have the proper facilities in the city. So that's something we're going to be looking at this year. In the office park, obviously TJX is probably 6 months away from having people in the building down there at Fidelity, so we're looking at probably 1,600 jobs for them coming to town this year.
Wow.
Quest Diagnostics has started pulling their permits to redo the old digital HP property for another 200+ square feet. We've already talked to Boston Scientific on their expansion and moving here from Natick as their global headquarters, and so keeping all those things moving is just going to be crucial. So a lot of things that we got started last year, and then going through with the programs that we started last year also. We're going to hopefully we can get funding to continue the youth employment program that we did with the high school students last year, and this summer with the internships with the college students. We just started a work program for the seniors, the work-off program, and that's going well. So continuing the things that we started over the last 12 months and getting some of the other announcements that we've done moving forward.
Wow. It just seems like when we get to the end of 2013, you'll be able to look back and go, pretty good year, huh?
No, I'll tell you, everyone's still working together. I'm still so happy that we're working together with the city council, and they've been on board for most of what we've wanted to do, and that's the whole thing. It's just when I walk out of that room, if they do say no, it's a smile and walk out with a handshake and, come down with the next project or the next request, or and make sure that I continue to understand that they have a job to do, and I have to respect that, whether they agree with me or disagree, that they do have a job to do. So. Yeah.
You do too, and you're doing a very fine one, it seems, so far.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on your first year.
It's been a great year. It's been a fantastic year, and like I said, looking forward to 2013.
Thanks for taking some time with us.
No problem.
Busy you've been.
Well,
appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Dan.
Thank you. You've been watching Corner Office on WMCT-TV. For Mayor Arthur Vigeant, I'm Dan Ginden. We'll see you next time.